All right. So, um, so we've been working on your left hand because one teacher that I think it's okay to say this just insisted that you play traditional, and then another one who didn't seem. I don't know. I don't understand that. You know, if someone wants to try, then you invest in them as a person who's passionate about something and not willing to give up. It's kind of simple to me. So I will enjoy the journey together. Now, essentially, again, I think today what we'll do is we're going to play with the toy. You know, this stuff is life or death, but it's also, this is where it's counterintuitive or seemingly contradictory. It's supposed to be fun.
Yes, right.
That's what that music is supposed to be fun, you know. And so that's what you mentioned. Every time you see Vinny in a video, he's smiling because it's fun.
Yeah.
And you can play; it's even more fun. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create fun.
I think it's when you know you can accomplish what you want to do, and you know you have the ability to do it. I mean, I many times as a drummer said, "Oh, I've got this," and I couldn't execute it, and I just come out a mess. Especially trying to, which is sometimes the wrong time to do it, when you're playing with somebody and think I'm going to do this fill, and you stumble, and it comes out a mess, and you just say, you know, it's just like it's almost. Your brain knows what to do, but the rest of your body can't execute it, you know.
There's a little bit of the Andre Agassi thing going on there. I don't know if you remember the great tennis player, Andre Agassi.
Yeah, I do. Uh-huh.
And it's the first one to not wear white at Wimbledon. That guy. And he studied with Nick Bollettieri. My brothers both studied with out of Florida. And he was known for knocking the ball out of court over and over again. He would just go for it and lose because it was unforced error. But he refused just to get that ball in play, and he kept at it until finally that ball started staying in play. And he became one of the world's, at that time, was world champion, right? And so this idea of going for a fill, that takes courage. You gotta have the confidence and the courage to go for the fill, and even if it doesn't work out, and that's famous with all things jazz. I mean, there are famous recordings of great people, it doesn't matter who, where musicians in the know, we talk about it, it's like, that was amazing. They were lost, and see how they recovered. And sometimes in the recovery, there's more magic than if they hadn't gotten lost. So you have to have the courage to go for these things. Now, so this left hand of yours, and you've got I notice you have your non-bounce pad, so I put mine in. That's fine.
Right.
That may take away, it takes away one variable in a sense, in that now we're not worried about the surface providing much force, and so that we don't have to be thinking about how to work with that force. Okay. And as Buddy Rich would say, practice on a pillow. Okay? So, what we did last week is we played with the toy. And so, you know, you're here in California, so you probably know how hot it is today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, so I helped you learn this concept of the stick laying in the middle finger, which it is, and it's wedged up against the palm, right?
Right.
Now, what I want you to do, though, is you forgot this. Remember the setup, and I wrote it out for you. I gave you the game plan, right? I said that you start like this. Start like this.
Right.
Yeah. I can't tell you, guys that play, they play fast, and they mostly play loud, and their arms are constipated. You know, they're forcing things out. Dick would say, you would get something out, you go, you're just forcing it. So we don't want to just get something out and sound fast and terrific, playing a bunch of stuff around the drums. Dick would also say, that can fool you. They're just taking licks and moving them around the drums, but if you ask them to play something on a snare drum, that would be quite a challenge. So this idea of an arm that is relaxed is key. We always start like this, right? It's just, and in this case, it's just sitting. I'm doing it with it just sitting in the middle finger, and I'm bringing it, because I think that's what we did last week. We're going to duplicate that setup. Now, why did you, all right, I think is your pad a little high or not? Because you came over, everything was relaxed, and then I saw, instead of letting this hang, just bringing it up, I saw something go on like this, where you needed more height, and maybe you do. See how so watch what happens. Watch this part of my arm as I bring it up. This area. It's just hanging by my side. And I bring it up, and it doesn't move from my side. It stays. It doesn't do anything. No, your elbow came out just a little bit, but much better. Feel it, see it? Leave your elbow there. Now, okay, so you need to get around your leg, right? Right?
Right.
The Valley of the Giants. That's what we're dealing with here. Okay, so I get it. So maybe that's what it was. Pardon me. So we have this form of a grip, but it's not the grip in its entirety, but it gives you a sense of where the fulcrum will be in the middle finger, first knuckle. And you'll notice today, remember the calipers on the disc brake, the Carlos Vega thing about the guide, thumb and first finger? If it was a high-end sports car, that disc brake would be perfectly aligned so that they would come in together and apply even pressure, right? So we wouldn't even need to touch. So I'm giving you some familiarity with regards to the guide, becoming familiar with that, because that's part of the toy. We got the fulcrum, and we got the guide, and we got the wrist, and we have the arm. Not much more. Oh, don't forget the instrument. We have the stick, right? So, and then what this gives you is feeling of balancing the stick in a sense, where it's sitting in the middle finger, wedged up against the palm. And feel the stick wants to go forward. If there was no palm, it would go forward. That's what this toy would do. And then what we can do, now I want you to keep your calipers off, the disc brake calipers. Just keep them there for a minute. We'll get to them in a minute. And we're just gonna turn our wrist. And the stick stays, don't bring your thumb in. That's right. You don't have to bring your first finger out, just not the thumb. Because your thumb is kind of one of your problems, in that you don't like to just feel it come in flat. Just let it come in flat for fun. Play with it. Play with your calipers. Just both of them come in together. Like that. Okay, now take them off. It's good. And we're just going to turn down to the surface. We don't even need to play. Now I move slowly. I want to feel this. I want to enjoy the toy. All right, there. All right, so how can I help you with, let's see. Now, if we were to just calipers off evenly, if we were to just turn, what happens? Just little turns. See, I'm feeling it too. Now I'm actually playing a little note. Now, what's important is that you're at that floor that we've talked about. I call it the zero bias line. So if your butt end is a little too low, you'll bump into the shank. So it really has to be flat. It has to be very flat, so that when you move your wrist with the stick leveraged in here like this, thusly, it just taps on the bottom of the bead, not on the shank. You're on the shank. So now you do need to come up, or you need to lower your pad a little. I told you your pad might be a tiny bit high.
Lower it a little bit.
Lower just a little, but you just got it. That was really good. Okay. So. Relax your arm. The arm will tell you. If the arm's wrong, you won't know when the pad is wrong. Yeah, that will tell you. That gives you your floor and a relaxed arm, so you're not all stiff and tight. Okay? Now just hold it up a half an inch above. Make sure the butt end's up high enough. If you need to lift your forearm ever so slightly, but you got to get the bead down. The whole thing is a half an inch from bead to butt end. There. Now just come up a half an inch and make a little tap and stop. Yeah, like that. And then come back to where you started. You can leave it there, that's fine too. Yeah, that's where you're always going to come back to. No, that was good too. You didn't even, that was great actually, but that's not what I want you to do, but that was really good. So what I want you to do is, we'll just do it in the air for a minute. So we really have to be at the floor with this relaxed arm. And then we're just going to wave this stick over the surface smoothly, up and down at the same speed. You don't lower your butt end. The butt end's gotten lower. You should always show me where you're going to start. See, you're not starting right. Butt end, a tip is too high. Get your stick flat. I'm not asking for too much. That's going to go to there, there, beautiful, there. Always go to there. This will give it to you. If you can just do that again. Wave it in the air and come to there. There. Keep doing it, but your butt end's crept down just a little. It'll spoil it. It's got to be perfect. You want to be Buddy Rich? You don't want to be hitting the rim thinking you're not hitting the rim. Get your butt end up a little more. That's where it's going to come to every time, right to there. You don't have to. Okay, that's very good. Now, just if you're doing this in the air, just let it bump and stop. It bumps in on the tip, not on the shank. Keep it up here. Yeah, and then stop. Yeah, it's as if no, but don't stop here. When you were waving the stick, you always stopped here, didn't you? You didn't stop on the surface. So let it bump onto the surface, but stop in the air. Like that, like you're waving it. No, you have to stop. No, you're stopping too high. Almost. There it is. See, no, you have to start again. Get the butt end up. It's got to be flat. No, you have to turn it up in the air first. No, you have to turn it up in the air. Remind yourself now don't play. Just go to the floor. Just turn up and go to the floor gently. Relax your arm. There. That's what it's going to feel like. If it bumped into the surface, it'll stop right there. Bumping into the surface is almost unrecognizable. Just imagine that it does, but you can't let the butt end come down. Okay, now just let it bump into the surface and stop there. Same speed, don't change it there. No, you stop on the surface. You have to stop there. See, you didn't even know you touched. Do it again. Yeah, it was really good. There. You stop. Get the butt end up. It's very good. Butt end up. Relax your arm. There. You see, it's about doing that. See, that's it. Now, your grip. Let's do something else. This toy has infinite possibilities when it comes to enjoying its many parameters, its many gifts. And the well really is so deep that music is the gift that keeps on giving forever. So now we've got this thing going, right? Now let's try this. Put your first finger and thumb on only. Flat a bit to bring the disc brakes in. Take your other fingers off. Now it's wedged on the palm and laying in the first finger and thumb. Yeah. Now we're going to do the same thing and just stop in the air at the floor. Butt end's too low. It's not going to work. We're talking about 1/16 of an inch, or 30th quarter of an inch. Oh, look at you got it. You have to stop right there. Stop right there. Just wave it in the air for a minute. Let's get used to that feeling. But you always have to stop there. No, you have to hold just first finger and thumb. So you guys, real easy. You don't have to think about any. That's how everyone wants to play. Get your middle finger off. Get your other fingers away. Get your middle finger off. Middle finger. No, get it off. Get there. It's just the first finger and thumb. That's all you got. Yeah. Don't get the butt end too low. You're going to hit the shank when we go to play. Come on, relax your arm a little more. You're holding your elbow out a little. Your butt end's too low. You lost the floor. Show me the floor. Get your middle finger off. There you go. There's the floor. You got it. It always go clunk. It's going clunk in the air. Clunk. You have to lift it up a little. Clunk. Goes right to no, you have to lift it up and wave it and don't play. But the floor, it's about the floor. There it is. Oh, butt end's too low. You lost it. 1/16 of an inch too low. Elbows 1/4 of an inch out too much. Got to relax your arm, man. There, butt end up a little. There it is. Middle finger off. Middle finger off. Middle finger. Yeah, you got it. Butt end, keep it up. Keep it up. Just play in the air and stop at the floor. Get to know the floor. You're getting to know the floor. Just gently. Get your middle finger off. You don't need it. It's on the palm. It's in the first finger and in the thumb. Your caliper brakes are now the fulcrum. Butt end's too low. You crept down. You lost it. And your elbow's sticking out. You're holding your whole arm up unnecessarily. Come on now. Your butt end's too low. You have to learn. Elbow doesn't. There it is. That's the feeling. Right there. That's the feeling, Steve. Right there. Get your middle fingers off. Good. Now just let it bump into the surface and stop there. Don't change anything. It's going to feel like that. Just let it hit. You won't even know it hit. Just imagine it hits. Yeah, it's just going to stop there. Just ask for a note and stop there. There. Ask for a note and stop there. Good. Good. Stay. Keep the floor. Don't lose your butt end. Keep the floor. Ask for a note and just stop there. Boom. See, you got it. Now go back to just the middle finger. Butt end's too low. You lost your floor. Elbow sticking out. There's only a few things. It's going to be the same forever. There you go. Up in the air. Just do it in the air first. And stop at the floor. Find the floor. Where's the floor? Butt end's too low. You haven't memorized the floor yet. No, you don't get it by pulling your elbow up. Out. Leave your elbow. Let it hang. Arm. Find it. You had it. You've had it. There's the floor. That's what it feels like. Memorize that feeling. There. Now just ask for a note and just stop there at the floor. See, it's about the floor. That's it. Stop at the floor, just above the surface, what you just asked for. There, you got it. It's like you don't even know you're hitting. Look at your arm. Look at yourself in the monitor. See, you're at the floor. Everything is perfect. Now go back to your first finger and thumb and do it there. I'll do it with you. Right. Now where to see? I'm at the floor. See how I'm at the floor? Look. See? I'm just going to wave it and stop at the floor.
I have to put my charger on the phone. Go ahead.
This floor is key. No, you lost it. Find the floor. No, does my elbow look like this? I'm exaggerating. It's by my side. Now get your other fingers off. Look at my fingers. No, not those fingers. We're gone to first finger and thumb. Get your other fingers off, first finger and thumb. Caliper brakes are on now. Get your other fingers off. Find the floor. You got the floor. No, I just want you to wave it. I don't want you to play. We're working with this toy, playing an imaginary. Stop. You don't have to. Stop. You're not finding the floor. Because when you're at the floor, it doesn't wiggle. No, your middle finger's on. And your elbow's out. So you're not really at the floor. Almost. elbow, butt end. There you go. Elbow, middle finger, butt end. Almost. Just take your time. Get your other fingers off. Just stop at the floor. There it is. Boom. It goes boom. Boom. This time touch by mistake. Make a little note and stop there. 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 You see it at the floor. You're at the floor. Bless you. You're at the floor. Keep your other fingers off. You got it. You got it. See, it's about the floor. Are you at the floor? Butt end's a little low. Are you at the... There you... No, elbows out. Fixing the butt end. There you... Almost butt ends. Just to get the butt end up, don't pull your elbow out. You do that. Don't put your other fingers on yet. We're not there. There. Almost stop. Stop. You don't keep playing. If it starts to wiggle, you have to find the floor. Now your other fingers are on. Your other fingers are on. Middle finger, take it up. There. Are you at the floor? Stop. Are you at the floor? Butt end's too low. Little low. There. That's what we're searching for. Take your other fingers off. There it is. No, you have to stop. You're not at the floor. It starts to wiggle as soon as you lose the floor. The floor is everything. The floor can take 15 years if you don't believe it's important. There's the floor. Now you're starting to take the floor seriously. Maybe for the, nope, butt end's too low, you lost the floor. There it is. Now you're taking the floor seriously. Go on, turn, make a note, stop, find the floor, take it seriously. Turn up a little bit and make a little note. Find, nope, butt end's too low, butt end's too low. There you start, starting to get it now. Now you want to put your, there you go. That's how everybody plays, don't they? Find the floor, stop, stop, stop. No, just stop, take your other fingers off. This is a meditation. No. You're not taking the floor seriously. I gotta get it. I'm gonna get it. No. You have to stop every time. No, your other fingers are on. This is a very specific. No, once you play one note, stop. Stop. You're kind of at the floor right now. Now play in the air and just stop at the floor. There. Are you at the floor? Don't come up so high. Well, no, you're too low. Not quite at the floor, but not bad. Middle finger, take it off. See, no, butt end's too low. Butt end's too low. Now make one note in the air. There, see, you did it. Now make a note by mistake. There, you did it. You did it again. 4 in a row. Stop. See, that's what you need to do. You need to find the floor. It'll solve most of your problems. Now we're gonna play with the toy just a little more.
Let me put the charger on my phone real quick so I don't lose you while I'm playing.
Okay.
Hold on.
To let the mind clear itself.
Yeah.
I know you've been dealing with outages and going on in the background that.
All right.
That alleviate any responsibility for not having that hooked up. I know. So, see, I'll keep gabbing while you.
Okay.
As Murray would say. Keep playing while you keep playing while I gab.
Yeah.
And so, what is one of the most critical aspects of this technique is the floor. Having a fulcrum without a floor, I don't know. I guess there are other ways to play, but this technique won't work. You can have a fulcrum, but somewhere, but if you don't have the floor, we won't have this technique. If you have a wrist turn, but you don't have a floor, it's not this technique. It's some other technique. I see guys playing, kind of turning their wrists, and their elbows are sticking out, right? So it's not this technique. Because with this technique, if our elbows are sticking out, then that's where the elbow goes if we're going to make a proper throw with this technique. The elbow doesn't come out until you go to make the throw. And then it moves just a little. And if we're not making the throw, the elbow doesn't stick out. And we don't have the butt end so low that we're going to bet. See, it's beautiful. Don't come up quite so high. Just play in the air. Just an inch and a half. Little turn. No, just come down easy. But don't leave it on the surface. Stop in the air. In the air. Easy. Easy. Beautiful. It looks like you. There you go. You got it. You just need. There. You got it again. It's that easy. That's what it is. If you believe me. You don't have to believe me. You might want to believe Richard Wilson. Okay. So now we're gonna play with the toy again. I'm gonna show you something else because you're doing really well today. That is the best you've ever looked. You're at the floor. I cannot tell you. I know that if you turn your wrist in the air, it'll come right back to the floor right now. If you don't do anything but turn your wrist with that grip, it comes right to the floor. To the floor. Your tip's too low? No, find the floor and smoothly come back to that. Smooth there. You got a note. Okay, it's that. So watch. Now you'll notice. Let's see. I want you to notice, I'm going to get into some heavy stuff, but we're diagnosing a problem that you've been trying to overcome for years. So we're going to have to talk about some stuff that you might not mention to a student in the beginning. What does the curvature of your middle finger feel like? I'm going to help along because we got started really late today. I get it. Yeah. We are relying on only the middle finger with the stick wedged against the palm. So the middle finger is going to have great responsibility. And I feel it quite wrapped around the stick. That's that little cradle that sometimes people refer to with regards to the fulcrum and this technique. Okay, there, see how curved it is? And yes. It looks beautiful. You're right at the, see, you went right back to the, you're starting to get to know the floor. It's very cozy. That's your happiest place. Every time we play any note, we always don't jump ahead now, stay with me. So you feel that you're getting, you got it. So you feel the curvature of the middle finger. There's a particular curvature. Now go ahead and put your calipers on, where it's the guide, first finger and thumb, and take your middle finger off. What is the curvature of the middle finger now? Take it off.
It's not there.
Well, it's a little, there's a little shape to it.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
It's more straight, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay,
now go ahead and give it full responsibility and take your calipers off evenly and feel it curve more. Come on, butt end, floor, 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 floor. Feel the curve of the middle finger?
Yes.
The pad of the middle finger is actually curled around so that I can feel a little bit of it on the stick.
Yes.
You can feel that, can't you?
Yes.
Okay. Just for fun, take your middle finger off again. Just put it in the guide and feel the middle finger straighten out. Okay, now put it back on. Take the, look, your calipers are nice and even. Very good. Butt ends, arm, it's all perfect right now. Now, let's do this. Let's put the thumb on. Just put the thumb on gently. What happened to the curvature of your middle finger? Take your thumb off. Fully responsible, that middle finger. Put the thumb on. Now the thumb's sending a little energy towards it, nice and flat. Oh, it's so subtle, but mine straightens out ever so slightly. I don't know if I can show you. There and there. Now this is sending energy over, and so it doesn't have to complete, the middle finger doesn't have to entirely hold the stick up. entirely, or it's still holding the stick up because the fulcrum, the guides are coming in from the side and not holding the stick up. But something does change because we've expanded our grip. Now instead of just a one finger grip, now we have a two finger grip, and that's changed my middle finger ever so slightly, just slightly. Feels a little different. Seems to straighten out just ever so slightly. It gives it a chance to open up. It can be more open. That feels like, because now it's got to be wrapped around that stick, cradling that stick, and as soon as I put the middle finger on, that middle finger can be a little bit more like when it was pointed like this. Now, we're talking, this is a huge amount of difference, but there's just a feeling of, oh, still laying in there, but it's just a little more pointed, a little more open. That's what I'm feeling. But not your first finger, you'll spoil it. We don't want the first finger on. Take that caliper. Yeah. Okay, now take your thumb off and feel the middle finger take photos. Okay, now put the thumb, just the thumb on. Just the thumb on. Okay, so it's essentially very similar to when you were just playing with your thumb, but now it feels a little different. Now it's a two finger grip. Okay, but do we have the floor? Butt end's a little low. Not your shoulder. It's there. That's good. Now you got it. Yeah. You don't really. That's joyful. I'm telling you, this toy is awesome. Okay, so we're going to wave the stick in the air, just like we did before, but only come up like an inch and then come back right to the floor. See, you got your thumb and first and middle finger. No first finger. You're coming up too high and you're losing your floor. Don't lose your floor. The floor is ubiquitous. There you go. Butt end's too low. You're going to bump into the butt end. There it is. There it is. First finger, up, thumb and middle finger. Now just let it bump in and make a tap. Yeah, you see? Oh, see, the principle really is understanding the grip, but the floor is huge, right? That floor has changed everything for you today. Okay, now let's play with it. Let's just go a little longer here. Let's see what would happen. Let's see. How would I do this? Very good that. How would we do? So now what happens? Now what happens if you put? What happens if you put your first finger on now? What happens to the shape of the middle finger? Does anything happen?
No, I think it's still wrapped around it.
Is it? So for me, because I have a grip up front now, with the thumb and first finger as guide, watch. Look. It's opened up even a little more. Now I can just let the stick lay in the hand. See, watch. See if I can demonstrate this. How would I demonstrate? Don't play, just kind of just study this for a second. Let's be the thinker. Okay, so if it's, I'm doing this, it's ersatz because I don't really feel the weight of the stick, so I'm just imagining how it would feel if I was down here. And it would be like, don't even play, just watch for a second. You can hold the stick, but it won't help. It'll take your, put the stick down just for a second. Just put it down, yeah. You get it out of your hand for a second. Just fully cerebrate. Okay, so see how the middle finger is kind of wrapped around, like when you only have the middle finger on? And then I put my thumb on. See, and the middle finger is just a little more open. And then, now I put my first finger on, and the middle finger is even more open. It's so tiny and subtle. So, because figuring out this guide thing can be tricky. I get it. So, You've proven you can play just with the middle finger by finding the floor, bringing the stick up smoothly, and just don't play for just a second. I'll get you, and learning that you can feel the floor. See, if you've got the floor, it's perfect. See the floor, and then I can let it tap because it feels like I'm air drumming, but you just let it bump in, but you stop at the foot. It has that. It feels almost identical to this, and then you prove that you could do it with your first finger and thumb, taking the middle finger off, and you were able to find the floor. And just with the first finger and thumb, just first. Other fingers are off. Oh, hey, no, first finger and thumb. Now, first finger and thumb. Other fingers off. Off more. Come on, wave them around. Really take them off. Get to know them. There. Now you've lost the floor. You're just going bang, 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 like been watching the Flintstones. You're bam, 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 bam. No, you have to just stop and find the floor. Yeah, you've lost your setup, which is fine. There you go. Don't wave it in the air. Get that feeling. Don't wait at the top. Butt end's a little low. Wave it in the air. Come to the floor. Why'd you come down so fast? So stop. You don't make one strike to see if you came to the floor. You're a terrible experimenter. This is science, man. This is just math right now. Yeah, there you go. Now, wave it gently and stop there. Don't play. And look at it. You're at the floor, aren't you? Now you know. Do it again. You're at the floor. You could come up and just let it touch, and you'd be at the floor right there. Let it touch this time. Gently wave. No, no, no. No, you lost your floor. Get the butt end up. Find it. It's going to feel like you're waving in the air, but you're just going to touch. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, so we proved you can do that. Then we changed the grip back to the middle finger. And then we put the thumb on. And the thumb sends just a little energy over to the middle finger, doesn't it? Do you feel it? When you put the thumb on?
Yeah.
It sends a little energy towards somewhere in here, huh? In here. Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't lose your floor, and it'll work. You see? Now do it in the air. Do it in the air, because it really came from why it's being in the air, you come down hard. You lost your floor. Stop. Get the floor. Get the floor. Don't come up so high. Get the floor. Stop. You lost your floor. There it is. Don't come up so high. Just even less and smoother. No, find the floor. Find the floor. You lost the floor. You lost the floor. There. You got it. You got it. You're back. It's that subtle, but it's not subtle. Okay, now you can play a note. And there you go. Your note is, once you do that, okay, so now you have this, and you notice, stay with me now. You notice that when you went from just the middle finger, you put your thumb on, it sends energy over a little bit, and the middle finger seems a little more open. It starts to lay in the hand in a way that is different than this. Now, if we put our first finger and thumb on, let's see. We put the first finger and thumb on. Now that middle finger opens up even a little more. If you put the first finger on as well, and the middle finger can just really be quite open. Seems a little more open than when I was just holding it like this. It feels different. It feels a little different. It feels different. It feels a little more open. More open. So we're just going clunk, 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 clunk. How would that work with both hands? Or just feeling it land on that middle finger. So I feel it landing in the middle finger. It's a 3-finger grip. I want to feel it landing in the middle finger. My middle finger's nice and open. Nice and open. Thinking about two grips at the same time right now. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. See, it's just very relaxed. It doesn't get all tight and freaky. So how are we going to get that? How are we going to get that?
Yeah.
Now we're going to put the grip together. Immediately, I'm adding a hand that I'm not as familiar with, so my whole now I can't concentrate on this hand in a way that I can when I'm on automatic pilot in my left, because my left is more familiar with this. You see, my left does this, and now I'm going to go over here, and I just have to think about everything I just taught you, right? And I've got this grip. Not this grip, not this grip, this grip. Okay, because now the thumb and first finger, the guide, are helping a little bit. And that means the middle finger can just relax and do its thing. So it's not bad because you're thinking about the floor. Now stop. Come along. So we're gonna build our grip now. So it's in the middle finger. The thumb can go on, the first finger can go on. That middle finger can open up a little bit so we can get feeling of it laying in the hand. Oh, stop. That was really good. Now what if we just went clunk just to here with the whole grip? What would happen? You have to find the floor. You hit the floor? You hit the floor? It's not bad. There you go. You have to find the floor every time, don't you?
Yeah.
There, stop. Now do it in the air. Just in the air. Just in the air. So that when you're ready, you can make a tap. Tap. Good, stop. Find the floor, find the floor, find the floor, find the floor. There you go. Make a tap. Stop there, though. You got it. You got it. Now, just for fun, just do this. Let's see. And just go tap, 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 tap. Can you? Can you just hold this? Can you just, ooh, ooh, tap, 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 that, just hold it. You just hold it. Whatever happens, I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting that stick lay in the middle finger. The guide is firm, comfortable, and constant. Not bad. Find the floor. Stop. Stop. But it was too low. Grip's not bad. There it is. Now when you're ready, well, stop. Stop. All you need is the floor. All you need is the floor, and maybe one in the air. Boom. Oh, oh, oh. Now, once you get one, just go tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. It'll just glue into your hand. Centrifugal, centrifugal, faster, faster, faster. Go tap, 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 tap. Come on, believe in it. Just turn your wrist. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Hold this little thing. Hold it here. Just go like this. You got it. Come on. Fool yourself. Come on, tap, 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 faster, faster, faster.
I just keep hanging this up more when I go faster.
What do you do?
I can't.
Stop, 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 stop. Coming along. Take the stick out of your hand. Okay. Now remember how the grip looks. It's in the middle finger. Just imagine it's in your middle finger. Right? It's in the middle finger there, isn't it?
Right.
And you're going to put your thumb and first finger on. In fact, there's no stick, so you're gonna hold a little P. So just hold a little P. Isn't that kind of what happens? You got your finger, you put your thumb on the first finger. If there's nothing there, they'd all come together, wouldn't they? Just do this. Do this with me. Hold your hand up. That's not what I'm doing at all. Open up your three fingers. We're dealing with the middle finger, the first finger, and the thumb. First finger, middle finger, bring them together. Pinch. Come on, bring them together. Together. What about your middle finger? Take them all off. Now they're all some kind of caliper. Okay, take them off. Now bring the first finger and middle finger towards the thumb evenly and slowly like calipers. No, first finger and middle finger have to move together. Together. Almost. And take them off together like the calipers. There you go. Smoothly. Watch how smooth I am. I was stretching some chewing gum that's stuck in there, and then I bring them together. There. Now keep that. They're all touching, aren't they? As though there's a little tiny stick in there. Maybe a pencil. Maybe a knitting needle. I don't know. Now hold your hand up like this. Keep them together. Looks good. Hold it up here. Come on, hold it here. In front of you. Towards your face. Keep them together. Middle finger's not touching the thumb. Take them off. Just a little. Take them off just a little. That's that much. Wait. Come on. These all have to move. The two, first finger and thumb move. First finger and middle finger move together and come in and touch the thumb. The flat of the tip of the first finger and the flat of the pad of the middle finger are going to come in and touch the thumb. It's a big thumb, and they're going to come in and touch it. Like that. Hold it there. Like that. Don't move. Hold it up. Don't move your grip. Right in front of you. Now, just go like this. Yeah, just stop. I think this is a Richard Martinez thing. You know the little bird that sits on don't lose your grip, that sits on the bird fountain? A little mechanical bird, and it just goes like this. You wind it up or something, and it just does that over and over, pecks at the water. It's not a real bird, but it's mimicking you. You got it. Got it. Go faster. Faster. Just keep your little grip. Yeah, just tap, 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 the little bird. Move a little less. Tap, 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 tap. Move a little. You should always come back to the floor. Yeah, like that. Look, always come. Look, my floor is here. There. There. See, that's the floor. Stop. Are you at the floor? Yeah, no, stop. Beautiful. You at the floor? Yeah, you are. Go tap, 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 tap. Stop. Stop. Are you at the floor? Put a stick in your hand. Hurry. Hurry. Just grab that stick like that and go tap, 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 tap like the little bird. Yeah, tap, 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 stop, 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 stop. You at the floor? Yeah, make smaller, tiny little taps. Half a quarter of an inch. Tap, 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 tap. Smaller, smaller, smaller. Stop. You're at the floor. You make them even smaller. Tap, 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 tap. Stop, stop, stop. Your butt end's a little lower. You'd be getting the tip. Tap, 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 tap on the tip. Tap, 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 tap. Smaller, 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 smaller. Look how little you were moving. Yeah, they're almost. Just a. Okay. Stop, stop. Hit the floor. Not bad. Tap, 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 tap. How small can you make it? Stop! Stop! Come up a quarter of an inch and go down in the air. No! One turn. Quarter of an inch. Stop! Find the floor. Find the floor. Butt end's too low. Come up half an inch and then back down a half an inch. Half an inch, turn. Half an inch up and stop at the floor. Back to the floor. Do it again. Butt end's getting too low. Butt end's getting low. Half inch. No, that's an inch and a half. Half inch. There you go. Butt end's getting too low. Butt end's getting too low. Stop. I hit the floor. Half inch. Stop. But I stop in between each one. Are you at the floor? Stop. Tell me, are you at the floor? Stop. Are you at the floor? Butt tip's too high, you know it is. Butt end's too low. Tip's too high, it's supposed to be like a half an inch above. Now just turn a half an inch from there and come back to there. Stop. Are you at the floor? Yes, you are. Do it again. No, you came up an inch and a half. You can't just make a tiny little half inch. Go slowly. Go slowly. There it is. Are you at the floor? Stop. Butt end's too low. Come on, tiny bit. Too much, too fast. Tiny. Too much, a half an inch in slow motion. Are you at the floor? Stop in between each one. You're not at the floor. Tip's too high. There you're at the floor. Stop. You move too much. Half an inch slowly. Slower and less. Slower and less. Again. slower and less. Don't lose your floor. There you go, slower and less. There you go, slower and less. Slower and less. Now, with that, see how much you're lifting your wrist? Hardly at all, aren't you?
Yeah.
You. Come on, just feel it. No, you move too much. Are you at the floor? Are you at the floor? There it is, tiny, isn't it? Come on, look how little your thumb's going up and down. Look how little, that much. Look at your first finger. Look how little it's moving. Look how little. Now, with it moving that little, just go tap, 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 tap. There it is, there it is, there it is. Yeah. Stop! Stop! It gets out, you have to find the floor again. But you were like successful, you got it really fast. You just got it. Okay? You're at the floor. That's what we're going to work on this week. I'll write that out for you. Right? You just got it.
But I stiffen up more the faster I go. You grip tighter.
Well, yeah, it would get it. I mean, to some extent.
I'm not.
I mean, I can't. Oh, look at you. Yes. Oh no. Now you're making it too big. Stop. Stop. You get the idea, but this is a work in progress. When I start hearing that, when I listen to the sound of here's the tip of the stick. Don't play. I'm telling you to listen and you're playing. No, you're just doing it wrong again. Stop. Hear the sound of this? Don't play. Yes. Well, listen, I'm going to do something for you. So we're doing this, right?
Right.
And here's you. Now, you're the teacher. What am I doing wrong if this happens?
You're gripping really tight.
No, you're missing all. That's what I mean. No, I keep telling you. Now you're going to become. Now you'll be the teacher if you can remember this. I lost my floor. Just put your stick down. You don't need it anymore. You've been really successful today. Just learn now. Okay? I kept telling you as we went along, get your butt in. Don't play. You don't need to feel this. No, you don't need to feel this. You already felt this. It's here that needs to understand it now. Right now I'm teaching through your brain, pulling a Murray. Okay? You've already felt it. I'm going to reinforce it through the mind. You found the floor. What did I keep telling you? Your butt end's too low. It's not going to work. So what did you do? I said, don't lift your arm out. And you finally figured it out. See, you've already felt this. You went, oh, I'll just bring the forearm up a little bit. Yeah, there I am. I'm at the floor. I'm at the floor. So that because I'm at the floor, I know that in the air, if I were to lower it, I'll get the tip. See, I'm getting the tip. If I'm not at the floor and my butt end is even that much too low, watch. My butt end is even this much too low. Here's what you get. And that's what you go and you do. You get it for a couple passes because you find the floor. And you go, and it sounds really good. And then you start to do this because you lose your floor. But you felt it, so the gig is you're practicing. Once you find the floor, that's what I said. You find the floor and you just do this. Like the little bird feeder. The bird, whatever, it's mimicking that it's feeding. It's looking for worms, and it's attached to a bird bath, so it stays right here. It doesn't suddenly get lower. It's always right here, doing its thing, right? But as soon as you lose your floor, you'll get the shank and sound like that, which you can play that way. And by the way, you know, for Latin stuff, yeah, you're playing rim shots, maybe turning your wrist. So you can already do that. It'll give you the opportunity if you want to bring it down. It's the difference. Dick would say that. I'll leave you with a Dick wisdom. Kevin, what's the difference in distance between a regular backbeat and whether it's a backbeat or not, between a regular stroke and a rim shot? And he'd say, it's about the width of butterfly's wing. This much, and you're playing rim shots. This much, and you're not. That's the level of discipline and subtlety that we're looking for. Because as Dick Wilson would say, here's another one, the subtlety is everything. Turning off the camera.